Hello, welcome to another drawing session. Tonight I'll be doing some anatomy studies, so I got everything all set up. I'm using this nice app called PureRef for so I can get a whole bunch of stock images on one page. And I thought just to today I would just do some work on like characters from my comic and just like playing around with different proportions for extra characters. So right now I'm gonna just do more work on Grace, but this time I'm gonna do her instead of just her face. I'm gonna do the entire body, and then I'm gonna do some other characters like the villain. Maybe I'll do and. So, figured it was a good time to do a practice drawing because this I'm trying to come up with ideals for my speed drawing. Speed painting, I mean, like the time lapse. Let's see. Trying to. I saw this great book called "Design Your Anime and Manga Characters" by T.B. Chow, and it's Choi, and it's really good. I thought the cover looks. I mean, it's a good cover. It might deceive you into making you think it's like one of those like draw these 5 anime characters I have in this book, but it's actually like really thorough book of like drawing different body types, drawing clothing, drawing hair, and it has like, let's see, it has like 140 pages in it, so it's really thorough. Yeah, it even has clothing in here, which is great because I need to get better at that. Just how the fold, drawing how folds go and everything. Let's see. Might be fun to put her in some them all in some winter clothes actually. Put all the characters in winter clothes. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, except Nyla probably wouldn't care because she's an ice dragon. So I'll figure something else for her. Like maybe the joke is I'll make her wearing like less or something. Like she's just wearing like a tank top and some and some shorts or something. Like I was born in this, Master Wayne. I've been watching that All Saint Street, and definitely recommend that anime to anyone who likes. I mean, it's just really funny. It's just like a lighthearted anime. It's so nice to see one of those. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like ones with more drama. Like I'm watching My Hero, and that's getting pretty crazy. Even though I won't spoil anything. Although YouTube probably has already, so don't look anything up on YouTube because I had to block so many sites from spoiling everything. I mean, so many people on YouTube are just like, guess who this is? And it's like, we know who it is, but we don't know why yet, so don't spoil that. It's very obvious who that is. So, yeah, just be careful with spoilers on YouTube. 'Cause I'm always careful not to give stuff away, because in real life, when it comes to like just regular conversations with people, I'm terrible. It's like I just saw this movie and this part was crazy. Wait, what? I didn't see it yet. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh boy. What have I done? You know what? I'm gonna give her a coat, actually. It's gonna be in. And earmuffs. Should look nice with those, with the poofy hair in the back and this earmuff on top, earmuff on the side. Kind of pushing her hair down a little. Tempted to get Netflix again just so I can watch Klaus this weekend. I mean, this coming weekend, because I really like that movie. But we'll see. Oops. I'm not sure. Oops. And she's got a snowball in her hand. I'm glad I remembered to do this today. I was worried I was going to be like too tired, but I got some work done around the house early on, and I try and do a little bit more tonight. But I got like my studio's totally clean now. I just need to organize a few more things, and then I'll be all set. I need to. You know what? 1 second. Need to look up some Pinterest for oops. Wait, nope. What else do we need? Oh, that would have been a good one. I'm gonna take that one. What? Oh, okay, never mind, it worked. Whoops. Wait, what? Yeah, Spy Family is getting really good too. I mean, the new character's interesting. That's all I'll say. If you've seen the opening, you kind of saw her of the new season. You've seen her, but I won't spoil anything on her either because I'm curious to see where they take it. see. Character poses. I'm gonna try and get a couple different poses here. Problem is, so many of these are just. That's a cool pose. Crazy, but kind of actually. Let me use that for my villain. But I do want to do some other characters, so I think after her I'm going to try and draw some other people, like, that I've drawn before, but I haven't really done an update on them, so. What? Oh, okay. I was like, why is her whole body not shrinking with? Yeah, Frenon's brushes are some of my favorite. You get these really nice ink lines that are just look cool, and I just like how they. Let's see. She's watching over this little fox. It's like a. Look at it. Oh, there. I don't want to spend too much time on the fox. The point of this is anatomy for humans, so. My only problem is I got my brush too thick, I think. There we go. Yeah. Clean that up. Oh, I shouldn't have done that hard, but oh well. Yeah, see, normally it's more like this, where it's not quite so sensitive because I have it set much smaller, so I have more control. I was just trying to kind of get like the rough down first, so. kind of that version. I like this better. Although she's in, I don't like that for her either, though, because that wouldn't make sense for her. So let's give her a more like winter's style coat where it's got like the mouth that can seal up. I mean, it has a part that goes like can cover your mouth. So you got these. Some kind of. Why am I having so much trouble? Well, this is kind of the point. Is that like drawing clothing? You gotta plan ahead and kind of. That's better. Wow, that's what's wrong. When I roughed this out, I kind of got ahead of myself. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Did I erase? Oh yeah, I erased most of the fox, unfortunately. Okie dokie. That's good for now. I can just grab all of her design and push it over here. Okay. Okay, now who to draw next? Oh, I know. We can do. This is gonna be. Well, I'm gonna try totally different person. This is kind of, well, kind of did this last time though, didn't I? Let's not do this, let's do someone else. Let's do a tall and thin character, so we'll do the villain. Because he's tall and slender kind of build. Elongated body and like Jack Skellington kind of build. Gonna give him a winter gear too. This is probably one of the better poses I put him in already, because usually I just do a standard thing with him, but I'm kind of in like this bow. Maybe if I could dagger behind him or something. In my new PNG, the tuber profile I'm working on is inspired a lot by him, and probably a little bit by Ivzy Pop's what was it? Has Been Hotel with Radio Demon. Because I really like his design. I haven't seen. I saw that they had a newer version, but I haven't seen what it looks like yet. So far, the redesigns haven't been too major, though, so I can't imagine it's anything too significant. It might be just a slightly muted color scheme, or they might have had to simplify it a little so that it's easier to draw. But so far, like the main kid, the main character, she had only a slight change, and I thought hers looked fine. So I know there's still some controversy floating around it that and I'm not really following it, to be honest. So everyone's free to feel how they want, and I just want to support the artists. I hate to see that their work suffer just because of all this controversy. Or if it turns out to be the other way around, I'd hate to see her project suffer because things are happening. Either way. Oops. Mm-hmm. I might try this actually with him. I kind of like this outfit. Where he's got those pants with like the buttons on the side instead of down the middle. Because the thing about him is he dresses like a hero, even though he's not. He sees him. His mind has been warped by being trapped in this other realm for so long. And he's very confused about who his enemy is, and because time is different there. So he blames people that aren't even around anymore, like members of the Steel Song family that have long passed, because he knew their great-grandfather. Yeah. Kind of like, yeah, I'm digging this. Sorry, I don't mean to be that self-congratulatory here. It's just so rare that I actually really like a design as it's happening. Usually I have to go through like several iterations before I'm like, oh, that looks good. Usually it's like, stupid. I would like to use one of these drawing sessions to do, well, maybe I'll do it on one of my own speed draw or something to try out using a Blender for reference. Like maybe I'll do one on I'll do a Blender speed, like time lapse, where I show off how you can use it to put in rough details for rooms so that you can save time. I mean, it's not that huge of a concept, but it'd be fun to watch, I think. So I've seen some people do it and it looks really cool and I want to try it. So that's one project for next year. It's already been a half hour. Not bad. I got 2 drawings already in a half hour. And I mean, I can probably clean this one up though. So let's lower the opacity on them. And I'll go in and clean him up a little bit more so he's a little more intimidating. Timmy also has this like long nose kind of. I kind of like that design. It was originally on someone else who I'm going to draw in a second too, who's not quite as lanky as him, but is still. I might end on him actually, because I drawn the other character and he's good, but I want to fix this one character more than, because there's Clay and Cole are two characters that I haven't drawn too much of on stream anyway. And I purposely gave him hair that's kind of like an anime character, like a anime protagonist kind of hairstyle. Because I'm just gonna say that's something that's like a characteristic of elf hair in this world. Is that it can be more spiky than human hair. Why is it so? I need to get a better brush. Or I'm just zoomed in really far, I guess. Guess I didn't make this high enough resolution. That's okay. That doesn't work. Need to fix that. That's where I had the problem. Like, his face was a little uneven there. There, better. Looks a little better. So I think I'm gonna only do 45 minutes, so I'm gonna probably just, I might not have time for this next guy, but you know what, I will do Cole instead, because he's got a very different style than Clay. Clay kind of looks, I'm gonna do I got it backwards. I'm gonna do Clay because Cole kind of has a similar, like, more like fancy intellectual kind of look to him, which is not the same as this, but close. Yeah, the opening to Spy Family stuck in my head right now. Kind of funny that she's got a snowball and he's got this. Well, I mean, it's more like just a character trait that he always is holding this orb that houses what he believes is, or it houses his sister's soul. Or does it? It could be like a over the garden wall thing where he's holding something else that is tricking him. And maybe he's not the main villain. I won't tell. Or did I just tell? I don't like that. I was going to put fuzz on the edge, but that doesn't look right. Yeah, we'll try this instead. For this version, he can have a... Oops. No. Bow ties are cool. I think I was going to give him a bow tie originally anyway, so... And it is fitting to have these two next to each other, because she's the first person to see him in the story. So... And I said I wasn't going to give spoilers away. Geez, Sean, come on. It's not that far in, though. So... But... So... I am working on the site, though, so that I'm hoping to have that up soon. I'm going to try and... I'm trying to plan out my vacation time, and I was going to do maybe try and do it during over that period. Try and get some... What if I did a curved dagger? That would be kind of cool. More in theme with him. Yeah, that looks cool. Definitely shows off his intent more than anything else. So I really like doing these, like I said, like the Jack Skellington kind of legs for him. So I gotta go listen to that song now. Funny, because when I was younger, I didn't really appreciate how good that movie was, but now I listen to the music, and it's got really good music in it, actually. I don't know what color I'm actually going to do his hair, but you know what I'll do? Let's draw him really quick, actually, while we're... Go back to this layer, turn up the... Whoops. There. Better. Whoops. Maybe not. Bing. This is why edit undo exists. It's because you accidentally remove an entire layer when you meant to just erase a part of it. Oh. That's better. Now we can go back to this layer and probably erase. Yeah. I just want to... And then he's a little bit... This is more like my... Well, a lot nicer than Logan, but kind of my more... I just use that name because Wolverine's a very small... It's like a more... Well, he's like a boxy kind of like character more. Like he's built around durability and agility. So this guy's a little more cartoony than some. Well, I don't know. I kind of put a lot of cartoony gestures in June, but he was the original version of that, and then I kind of pushed more of his kind of expressiveness into her. And I haven't really decided like where he fits. I'm thinking he's like a more distant relative. Like he's from the. He's a cousin of Grace. I usually don't like doing everyone's related kind of things because I feel Star Wars kind of use that as a crutch. But I think it kind of like I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to figure him out still. He might actually just be a friend of the family. But Cole definitely will be a member. Like I was thinking Cole was actually going to be her brother, actually. So yeah, he would probably just be someone that trained and was friends with Cole, surprisingly. Like one of the few people that could tolerate him. Because Cole loves to control undead insects, so not very popular. This is not going to be as good of a pose, but that's because I'm trying to rush it a little bit. Maybe my speed paint or my time lapse will be something based around him again, because I feel like his drawing was kind of, well, I don't know, his was okay. And there's some other characters I could still do. Or just something totally brand new, not related to the comic. Which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. This is what happens when you try and just come up with something on the spot without any pose. I'll do a fighting pose for him. and he's been transformed into being part Spriggan, so he's kind of based around the Elder Scrolls version of them, where they're like, excuse me, sorry, where they're highly durable and can revive themselves several times. So he's got these thick eyebrows. He's not angry though. I don't like that version of him. I mean, I don't want to show that version. He's just kind of like practicing, so he's kind of just. And his ability is that he's a geomancer, so he can control rocks and minerals. So him and Richard teamed up together are quite a devastating pair, because Richard controls metal, and this guy can pull minerals out of the ground, so he can give Richard like an unlimited supply of weapons. And I might even have a part where they team up, because they're going to need someone like him if they want to take on this guy. They need someone who can take a punch, and this guy can definitely take. I mean, Richard can take a lot of punches too, though. To be fair, he's a walking tank, but this guy's is only partly human now, so. And maybe he's wearing like Under Armour here to keep him warm. He's got like give him like a puffy jacket, like a vest. You know, let's put it on top. Sometimes it's okay to do that. So something I saw lately that's really helped me with feet is that I used to be like this, but there's actually a part here. So you're making more of a gradual slope for the foot, and that makes it, and also in the back it kind of, your heel bend, you have a alcove in there kind of where it kind of goes in like that. I know this is a very simplified version of it, but that helped me a lot. It's doing that. Because once I started doing that, then I realized that, like, and when you're drawing, just remember that when you're drawing straight on, your big toe would be the one that's the most pronounced facing outward. I think that's right. But it's not like right on the edge. So it's actually not like that. It's more like that. And then you have what's it again? I think it's like, yeah. You have your shin go like that. I mean your ankle kind of go like that. I believe that's right. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. I had to just look at a reference picture to make sure, or to look down at my feet, I guess. It just looks weird because I'm drawing it really rough, but that's pretty much essentially what you want, is to make like a And then it's the other way around with your calf muscles, where it's higher up here and down, then that higher down there. So, just a little tip. I mean, thought I would just add that in for fun. But oh yeah, he's got these cool bracers on that enhances abilities. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're at the end. But I'm pretty much done. I'm just going to clean them up a little bit more and then we'll call it, because this one's just going to be in black and white, and maybe I'll make the time lapse just coloring in these three, honestly. Because this was fun, or maybe I'll make the time lapse like going in over these three and giving them different outfits. So, or what I could do is put a quest. I could put this as since it's Christmas time, give you guys and since I want to do this more often now, is give you guys a chance to vote. So to see which one of these, or which one of the characters that you've seen would you like to see in different outfits, because I want to get better at drawing clothing, and it would be fun to just get my audience involved more. This is gonna be rough. I apologize for how, because that's wrong. No. You know what? I know why it looks weird, because his foot would be up, actually. It's kind of he'd be charging forward. But yeah, I think that, and if I don't get any response, I'll just pick one randomly, but which will probably be Grace, honestly, because she's someone I haven't drawn too much lately, and I want to get better at drawing her, because her chapters are coming up soon, and I want to. But I'll put a questionnaire out on my page too, so that if people miss this video, they'll still see the questionnaire, or the poll, I mean. But it's gonna be like lifting up some rocks. Oops, I hate when I do that. A small note, just be careful when you when you set your brush to have the one of the two buttons on a Cintiq. You have you can customize it to be the color picker, which is great, but the way I hold it, I always end up doing that and then changing the color picker to whatever I clicked, so I end up with like hitting the background, which is white. So I mean, the obvious answer would be, well, stop doing that. And yes, you're right. Also, another tip that I could give before I go is, don't work on white, because it's so much easier to draw and paint when you have when everything's oops, there we go. When the whole thing is on a grayscale, or on a color that's going to be like a midtone, it kind of helps you like not get stumped by like the fact that you're looking at like just a pure white page. So that's what I'll end today with. I'll be doing another stream on Thursday, so which will probably just be a quick like random challenge probably kind of thing. But yeah, that should be fun. I'll try and think of something fun for a Christmas kind of based one or holiday. Making that crater here with his foot. But yeah. So, 3 characters. You have Grace didn't come out great because Grace was the startup, so I kind of was a little rough with her, but she came out okay, I think. The other 2 came out much better, but like her, one more thing I might do is wait, why is she? What's it? One last thing before I go is just oops. I just want to shrink her down so that she's not the same size as the villain, because she's not. That would not make it the stakes as high if she's on equal footing with him. He's much more tall than she is. There. Yeah. Somewhere around there. So it's not like he's huge. He's like 7 feet tall or something like that, I think. And I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun drawing these 3. I think this came out to be a really fun drawing session, actually. I'm gonna go in and color these, I think, and put them in. I'll post it on my Instagram. And what else should I do? But yeah, that sounds good. We'll do all that. Because we're at exactly almost an hour now, and that's perfect. It's 15 minutes longer than I meant to be, but I got to draw another character, and these were really fun, and I think overall this was just a good stream. So I really appreciate all the nice comments I've been getting lately, and I hope to boost my myself in the algorithm so more people can find me, and I can share my love of fantasy with more people. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, I hope to see all of you next week. I'll be streaming it around the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. So I'll see you then. Have a great week.